Perfect. So just, I guess, first off, last week we saw Stephen finally get not only points on the board, but a big win. Um, but how excited are you to try and, you're 6 point clear, but to even more reassert some dominance at the top of the table this week?
Yeah, I'm obviously looking to try and go back to back in Manchester. But for myself, try and get that fifth nightly win, break the record. I know there's loads of weeks to go, but I want to try and get it done quick as possible. But try and just keep that 6 point gap, or even try and extend on it to number two.
But the task ahead is Gerwin Price, who has got the better of you recently. How motivated are you to get that win over him?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm motivated to obviously beat him. Obviously, I want to try and beat him. But I won't go on stage saying to myself, "You need to win this. You need to win this." I'll just go up on stage with the same mindset of winning that first game and getting 2 points on the board.
So do you not think you're obviously I know you'll go into it, but you don't think subconsciously there's anything there knowing that he's had that record against you recently?
No, I know he's obviously got the record, and obviously he knows how to beat me. Um, but hopefully I can try and get a win over him.
And obviously this is your home night, big Manchester crowd. Like you say, you got the win there last year. How excited are you knowing that you're going to have that whole crowd behind you on Thursday night?
Yeah, I'm very excited to obviously go back. It was very good last year. Obviously, I got the win on debut in my debut Premier League season. But obviously now I'm going back as the world champion. So hopefully I can try and pick up another title.
Cheers. Thanks, Luke. I'll pass you on.
No worries.
Luke, does it mean more to you if you break the record in Manchester than anywhere else?
Well, it was not Manchester. Hopefully Liverpool. Obviously, I'd like to obviously win this week and keep the gap to however many points I'm in front now. Um, but either way, I'm sure I'm confident enough to try and get that fifth nightly win whenever it may be.
You looked very frustrated in Berlin last week, and the performance wasn't of your usual standard. Can you put your finger on why and were you frustrated? Because that's the way it looked on TV.
Yeah, I had a little head loss moment, as some of us players do. But it's just I don't get it. I think it's just I don't even know. I can't explain it. Obviously, you do your walk on. Um, but yeah, as soon as I got on stage, I just started getting booed. Obviously, I got booed. I think it was in Hildesheim last year against Peter Wright in the European Tour. I was flying, started booing me, then I lost. But even when I went 1-0 up, they still didn't like it. And then Dobie went 5-1 up, and then like yeah, just one of them moments. Um, but yeah,
You touched on obviously that head loss moment there in the booing. Do we sometimes forget that you are still not even 2 years into your professional career yet, and dealing with this is something that you're still learning to do then?
yeah, it's something that we've all got to deal with. But for some players, for myself, it's mainly there's obviously certain people in the crowd who aim it at certain players. As me and Luke Humphries, we get it quite a lot. And then I seen in Risa on the weekend that it happened quite a lot there. So obviously the Germans, they mustn't like us English.
Saw research. Do you ever think we'll get to the point where whether it's you and Luke, you and Gezi, or whoever, will just walk off the stage?
Um, I wouldn't say walk off. Um, but obviously it's one of them things. I know we've got to get on with it at the end of the day, but it's like Nathan Aspinall made a great point. You pay good money. You want us to play our best darts, but then if you're booing, how are we supposed to booing in Western? How are we supposed to perform to our best?
You teased us a couple of weeks ago that you've been practicing with the new darts. We obviously know they're released on Wednesday.
Oh
Are you
yeah.
going? Are you going to play with the new equipment in Manchester, or are you going to stick to what you know?
I think I'll play on Wednesday at the Pro Tours. See how they go. If they go well, then I'll use them on Thursday.
Cheers, Luke. Thank you very much.
No.
Hi, Luke. This is a hell of a long old tournament, this Premier League. How when we get this midway point, how strenuous is it for you to keep motivated and stay hungry? And is there anything you put into place after last year to try and make that better for you?
Yeah, I think the thing you've got to look at is the points that I'm on, 26. I think the past however many years the format's been this one now. I think 26 has got you in. But the position I'm in, my performances, um, for myself, I want the number one. I want to break the 90 win record. So at the minute, I'm still motivated to try and obviously get the win and try and keep top spot.
Is that an important tool you've got in your head to set different records all the time? So you're not actually thinking about the Premier League almost. You're actually just thinking about, you're not thinking about the league table or getting to the O2. You're just thinking about these little personal milestones.
Yeah, obviously it's a personal milestone, but it'll also go down in the Premier League history for night wins. Obviously the 180 stat as well. That's been huge for the start of this year. Now my power scoring is good. But no, I think it's just little personal records that I want to win.
Listen, thank you very much. Good luck.
No worries.
Hi, Luke. Just on the game against Gezi, a lot's been made of the recent head-to-head record. Do you feel like now's the perfect time to put that right in your own backyard, so to speak?
Yeah, obviously I'd love to beat him wherever it may be, even if it is on a pro tour. The record's there, but I think it'd feel a lot better in Manchester. But like I said, I just focus on that first game with the winning mentality and get 2 points on the board.
Luke Humphries over the weekend said he feels like he's playing a bit too much at the moment and maybe he needs a break. I mean, what did you make of that and the reaction to it? And would you encourage him to manage his schedule in the way that you've been managing yours?
Yeah, totally agree with him. I think Going Price said the same thing this morning or last night. I seen it on Instagram. But yeah, it's tough, especially when these players go over to the likes of Risa. You got to get trains, you got to get direct, not even direct flights, connecting flights, and then you're back home. But I think he knows now he has to balance his schedule. Just like myself, just focus on the Premier League.
And I just wanted to get your reaction to the prize money announcement last week for next year, particularly £1 million to the winner of the World Championship.
Yeah, I think every player wants to be the first winner to win the £1 million. I've said to myself this year, obviously I'm defending the runner-up last year, well, 2 years ago, so 200,000 on my rankings. So I've said to myself, win 200,000 before the Worlds, and I think the Worlds will just. I don't want to feel any pressure on myself because I know I've defended my money throughout the year. Obviously, want to go back to back, and obviously try and win the big money.
It's obviously a massive announcement for the sport, the prize money increase. I mean, how does that make you feel knowing that you've played such a big part in making it possible?
Yeah, I think all of us players, for years they've said that it would go up to obviously the million pound mark. But seeing the likes of the Pro Tour, Euro Tour, World Series, all the other majors, they've gone up even more. And I think it's going to get all the pro players. It's going to make them up for it because there's more money on the line.
Cheers, Luke. Thank you.
No worries.
Luke, just what I knew, what you were saying there, how much do you think your sort of personal impact and what you've done over the last 15, 16 months has fast forwarded the decision for the PDC to introduce that £1 million prize?
Yeah. Personally, I didn't expect everything to go up as it has. Obviously, there was rumours that the world was going to 128, it was going to £1 million, and it has. But just looking at the other stuff, like I've just said, the Pro Tours, the Euro Tours, and there's certain players on the tour that they love playing on the Pro Tour, they love playing on the Euro Tour. So it's all gonna help them out in a certain way. But I hope it helps me out even more than them.
With the amount of money that's around now in darts, does that sort of change your mindset for how long you want to be around this game at the top level?
Um, maybe people might look at the amount of money that I might win within the 5 years, how much I've won. But yeah, I don't really think of it hanging the darts up very soon. Like Michael said, for the Premier League media, once the fire goes out your belly, then that's when you should just leave it. Because if you're not going on stage wanting to win, then there's no need to play.
Cheers, Luke.
Luke, just a quick one. What was your thought when obviously PDC chairman Eddie Hearn said they're basically giving you an extra £500,000?
Yeah, well, that goes to show all eyes are on me for this year's World Championships coming up. But there's so many darts to play this year. Obviously, for myself, I want to try and win a game at the match play, and try and go deep into the other competitions, and obviously defend the Grand Slam once again, and then look forward to the Worlds.
Is that
Well,
maybe
we
more
go to-
important to you? Is ticking off tournaments that you haven't won, like the match play? 'Cause I know you said you felt nervous going to the Winter Gardens for the first time and things like that.
Yeah, the atmosphere at the Winter Gardens was unbelievable. I didn't expect it. But if I can just win a game at the Winter Gardens this year, I'll be happy. Obviously, try and win a game at the Grand Prix with a double start, I'll be happy.